Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, and if you're new, welcome. In today's video, I will be doing a $5 dupe for the Moroccan Spice palette by Fenty Beauty. Listen, a lot of the colors that are coming out in eyeshadow palettes nowadays, a lot of them are similar, and especially if you're a makeup lover, wearer, enthusiast, makeup artist, these are colors you probably already have in your palette. So spending $60 on a palette that you already have colors of, it's kind of ridiculous to me, unless you don't already have those colors. And if you want those colors and it's not in your budget right now and you're just like $62, you know, after taxes, depending on where you live, it's steep. And this is why drugstore brands are great for these things. I have this $5 dupe palette here, and this is from Wet n Wild, and I have used this palette countless times. It is pigmented, it's amazing, it's $4.99, basically $5. It's great, it works, it lasts all day, and majority of the colors that I feel like a lot of people are going to use in the Moroccan Spice palette are here. Like, the other one I feel like is missing from this cute little dainty palette is the gray color, and I don't know too many people that use gray, so I feel like it's one of those things where, you know, you like a palette but you're not going to use that one or two colors. And the other color that's really close is this green one. It's at the bottom of the palette, and I'll make sure to annotate both palette on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But even this eyeshadow from Kiko Milani was, I think it was between $6 to $8, and that's what this together, $11 to $12 compared to a $62 palette. So I'm going to show you guys, I want to do the look that Rihanna has on the campaign. It's the same look Ducky has, so I really wanted to do Ducky's look. When I realized it was the same look Rihanna had, I was like, well, this is perfect, because I am closer in complexion to Ducky's color. And Fenty Beauty, for reference, so just you guys know how dark I am, don't let these lights fool you, is $470. I am $470, and right now I have been wearing $490 because the sun has been tanning me, and I do use SPF and tanning oil, just to, especially SPF, just to like protect my skin, because I don't care what complexion you are, you need SPF. So I have been getting darker outside. I don't care about that. The darker I get, the happier I get. So I'm closer to her color, and this is the look that she had. I will also annotate that on the screen so you guys can see. And I don't know how long this video is going to be, but go to the three little dots right here, go to playback speed, and go to 1.5x. If this video is long but you still want to watch the whole entire thing, you will watch it in half the time because this is going to be sped up, but you will still be able to understand everything that I'm saying. Hopefully I'm not like talking too fast, but I'm gonna make sure to not talk too fast. So let's get started. So as you guys know, she also has a primer, and that's also a little pricey, a little steep. I am right now on a no buy because I'm supposed to be moving, so I just can't just be buying, especially when I have stuff that I already love that works for me. My two top favorite eyeshadow primer, I've tried a lot of others and nothing compares, is I'm really liking this NYX one right now, but it's the e.l.f. one. It's $3, and the higher end one I will say is Urban Decay. The eye primer potion, it has never failed me. It has never failed me. So I just don't see a reason to buy another eyeshadow primer. I had a little brain fart, y'all, a little brain fart. So this eyeshadow look, honestly guys, is going to be really easy, because that's one thing I really like about Fenty Beauty. They're not doing the most. Like, they're not trying to like do the most. And when I say they're not doing the most, I don't mean like they're not, because you know her collection lately has been like a little out there, and I feel like for me Fenty Beauty is a fun brand, but it's still a brand where you can get everyday wearable looks. It's not like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just really, really fun. It's a fun brand. Honestly, the key is to blend. These shadows from this Wet n Wild palette are really, really, really pigmented. The only setback for me, I mean, it's $5, but the only setback for me, I would say, is the fallout. Side note, what I just did, if you're doing that on a client, please don't blow on your client or on your makeup, but this is my makeup, so whatever. But still, don't blow on makeup if you're working with clients. And I'm really just dipping ever so slightly in this palette, and I just want to get the intensity that I feel like they had, because the color they both had, I'm talking about Ducky, I was gonna say Fenty. I'm talking about Ducky and Rihanna on the transition to the eye color they had. It wasn't deep. It wasn't like a really deep color, so I'm not trying to make mine too deep either. Okay, so I just looked at a picture and I see the eye look that Rihanna and Ducky have is slightly different, so I'm gonna go the Ducky route. So I'm just gonna deepen my crease a little more, and I'm just doing this eye look to fit my eye shape. She and I, we don't necessarily have the same eye shape. Looks like she has a little more what do you call this, space on her eyes. I have hooded lids. And this palette does not have it doesn't have like names on them. It just shows you on the back what the numbers are. And Wet n Wild palettes, I feel like they've always done that. They'll have little diagram of how to apply it, but you can apply an eyeshadow look however you want to. But this palette itself is called Not a Basic Peach. I feel like that's also something Rihanna would name one of her eyeshadow palettes, or one of her just eyeshadows period, or just something like, if it was like a peachy nude lipstick or peachy color, I feel like that's also something she would name a color. So next I am going to, just because I don't want, I have sprayed my little palette here. Just because I don't want any fallout on my face, because after I'm done with this eye look, I am filming the Too Faced collaboration with Jackie Aina, and I just don't want speckles of anything on my face. This is why I like doing my eyes first. So I'm just gonna go, ooh, that's intense. I was not ready for that. It's a little winged out, so let's do it that way. And y'all, I love the way, whenever they come out with something, the way Priscilla does the makeup and her makeup on herself. It's always so fun. And Priscilla is Rihanna's makeup artist, and I think she's one of the head Fenty beauty artists too. Her makeup looks are always so good. Like, I always love it. And I'm just gonna blend this part out with my eyeshadow brush, and then I will later go in with a blending brush. I've been seeing a lot of people do cut creases in every tutorial, and no shade, no tea. Oh, I am so fucking tired of it. Like, oh my god, can you do something else, please? Please. Ugh, cut creases. And it's like, I'm not trying to bash anything or anybody here. It's like, cut creases don't look good on everybody. Like, if I were to do a cut crease, it would look crazy on me. Because, one, my eye shape. Two, I have hooded lids. I just don't like the way that would look on me. And I feel like cut creases work best on people with really, really, like, spacious eyelids. Oh, it's perfect on them. But even then, like, don't mind me, I'm not saying I hate them, but it's like, if you've had 9 videos and every single one of them have been cut creases, I'm good. I don't want none. So I'm just gonna really do my other eye, and I'll be right back. I also like the fact that her liner is just straight across. It's not doing too much. Also, it follows her very, very almond shaped like eyes, kind of like mine. I have really small eyes and they're almond shaped, so I really like that. But what I was trying to say about the eyeliner is I feel like because they want stuff to be easy for the clients or the consumers to apply, that's why they made it a felt tip and not a brush head. And I swatched it on my hand. So I swatched it with my top 2 eyeliner. Yeah, my top 2 eyeliner, which is the Kat Von D Liner and Trooper, and what's the other one? There's a Sephora collection one that I really like. They're both felt tip, but I swatched all 3 of them, and what I didn't like about the Fenty one, I mean, I wasn't gonna buy it. I have too much eyeliner. I have too much of everything that I'm using in this video, but it bleeds. The plus side is when I say y'all, that eyeliner is black. It's black. It's really, really black, so that's really good, but it bleeds. And I've used eyeliners that when they bleed, once you don't really get that, I feel like you don't really get that precise line. It just bleeds a little on the eye makeup, and then when I used it in my hand, it just bled, and I did not like that at all. So that's something to be cautious about. Also, if you do buy it or if you do like it, make sure you're using a cleanser that you really love and you know takes off waterproof, maybe waterproof mascara or anything that just won't budge, because that eyeliner will not budge. Once it's set, it's like a pro and a con to it. Once it's set, that's it. It won't budge. So if you're taking your time trying to put on your liner, once it sets, you can't, it's like you have to really struggle to erase it. So that's what I would say about that. So it's like, it's a pro and it's a con. I sit down to film. There's always some crazy stuff going on in the background. Also, with this collection, I was surprised she didn't come out with a mascara. I feel like if you're going to do eye primer and eyeliner, give the people a good mascara too. But I'm sure it's something that the Fenty brand is probably working on. Also, when I heard the name Moroccan Spice, I thought this palette would be a lot warmer. Like, I was expecting to see like antique gold, a lot of reds, a lot of oranges. Like, the palette, don't get me wrong, the palette is still warm and I like it. I just wasn't gonna buy it. But I just thought it would be like warm with pops of blues. It does have one blue in there, and that's not bad, but that's all I got. But overall, if you want those colors and you just like, oh, I don't really want to spend this much money, the pros and cons of buying a $5 palette like this and that is much sturdier. The Fenty Moroccan Spice palette is much sturdier. It has a good mirror in it, and I like how it fits. It is plastic, so it's not like it's, I don't know, it's plastic. And another reason why I just feel like a lot of people shouldn't, I mean, you're gonna do whatever you want to do, but I feel like this is a con for me. I feel like the only con in this palette, besides the price, if you're gonna charge me $59.99 or $60 to $64, depending, like I said, y'all, depending on the tax where you live, if you're gonna charge me that, you need to give me a brush. You need to give me a brush. I know a lot of people don't like brushes. I'm trying to like find it. I know a lot of people don't like the brushes that come in palettes, but that's usually drugstore palettes. Every time I've gotten I use Urban Decay for example. Every Urban Decay palette I've ever had that comes, all of their stuff comes with brushes, and the brushes are really, really good. So that dual-ended brush that you're gonna give me, I've already spent $62 on your palette. Now I have to pay for the brush. No, it should just already come in there, and that's really, really a downside to that palette. So think about that before you go out and purchase. And if you have a Walgreens near you, a Duane Reade, a Walmart, wherever they sell Wet n Wild, pick up this palette. It's $5. You know, tell me what you think about it. I feel like I give it good, I'm not bashing Fenty in any way, so if you want to go out and purchase it, do it. I'm just right now on a no buy, and this is a palette I've had earlier, like as soon as, when this palette came out, I got it. I was like, it's $5, it couldn't hurt, and I like Wet n Wild as a brand. So if you want colors like this and you feel like you don't already have them, go for the Not a Basic Peach palette. It's $5. And yeah. Okay, so this is my final look, and this look is, like I said in the beginning of the video, I merged the Ducky and Rihanna's look together. This was the lip. The lip that Ducky had on was a little more on the burgundy fuchsia side. I mean, it was darker, but so I did the Rihanna red lip and I did the Ducky eyes. And on my cheeks, because this is a Fenty dupe, on my I still wanted to incorporate some Fenty in there. On my cheek I have the Kilowatt Duo and Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge. I just mixed both shades, and that's what I have on my lips right now. On my cheeks right now. On my lips, I do have the Carucci and ColourPop collaboration color in Rouge. That's what I have on my lips. But if you have Griselda or Madame from the Mademoiselle from Fenty, you can achieve the same look or the same lip color. So don't forget, $5. The other one, the Fenty Beauty one, is $60 and some change, and it doesn't come with a brush. It does come with a good mirror. I looked at the mirror is really good. So I just feel like if you're not on the market to buy anything new, or if you're on the market to get something that has colors like that and you just don't want to spend that much money, honestly guys, I'm not even kidding you, this is really a good palette. I've had it, like I said, since it came out, and I really like it. It's very travel friendly. Like this, look how it fits in my hand, and You can get away with doing really just bronzy neutral colors. You can, you know, do your little pop-up colors here. So I think it's really, really nice. For $5, you really cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong with this palette. And if I didn't mention, I'm sure I mentioned it, but this palette is the Not a Basic Peach. And listen, you can get all the colors that came out and it still wouldn't be $60. See, I did you a favor. But that is the end of this video, guys, and I hope you guys like it, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.